I bet he's not in a good mood.
The following is a World Heavyweight Championship #1 contenders Fatal 4-Way Elimination Match. Introducing first, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
You know, Drew McIntyre really took this whole social star of the year thing. Well,
cut the music.
I'll tell you about it later.
It's a former world champion. What happened last night was complete and utter BS. Five minutes and 46 seconds. That's how long my moment lasted. But some of you find that funny. Well, it's about 5 minutes longer than most of you last in bed, so shut it. Before I fly off the handle here, Seth Rollins, I want to tell you I might not like you all the time, but I respect you. You stood by your convictions. You went out in your shield, and we shared a moment only warriors know about. So thank you for that. But then, that bondage Undertaker Damian Priest screwed it all up. I'd say I'd whip your arse, but you'd probably enjoy that. The Money in the Bank briefcase is a joke. A freaking joke. It's cost me the world title twice now. It cheapens everything Seth did. Everything I did. You stole that from me, Priest. And I'm coming for you. You're nothing but a transitional champion. And after tonight, that belt belongs to Drew McIntyre. Oh, no. He might have the contract, but he didn't cause that finish. The one that caused all of this was that prick CM Punk. I told you what I was going to do, Punk. I told you I'd win that title. I'd have my moment. I would have my moment with my family, and I'd rub that title in your stupid face. And that's exactly what I did. And it was no accident. I was within striking distance from you. I looked you in the eye, said everything I had to say, and you did nothing. Nothing at all. You put the headphones on, you made jokes, you went into business for yourself. You're a coward. The second I took my eyes off of you, you swept my legs, took off that metal brace, and bashed me in the face. So, Punk, you thought it was bad before. Tearing your tricep was bad before. I know you're going to disappear for months. I know you're going to go into hiding, but from now on, it is on sight. And I'm going for your weakest part.
McIntyre.
Speaking of Mr. McIntyre, he was the world champion at WrestleMania for just over 5 minutes before CM Punk got involved and the Damian Priest cashed in to win the championship.
Am I the only sane and logical person left around here? In what world does Drew McIntyre get drafted in round 3?
Amen.
There's not one person in this arena that can walk up to me, look me in the eye, and tells me that makes sense. I would call you a liar. APA, have you had all of them drinking since Friday? I'm not joking. That's how stupid that is. You think that's cool? Anti-establishment to chant his name. He is the furthest thing from anti-establishment. He is now a corporate arse kisser. But Punk, congratulations, you finally achieved something since you came back to WWE. You hurt Drew McIntyre. At WrestleMania, when you attacked me from behind like a coward, you fractured my elbow. But unlike you, staying at home, kicking your feet up, collecting that paycheck, I came to work week after week. I tape it up and I get on with it because I'm actually a real man.
Cut the music! Cut the music! Is it good to be alive on a Monday night in Kansas City or what? I'm not sitting at home, Drew. I'm right here, you little bitch.
Is he going to walk up to that suite? He's in the suite section.
Where's Punk? Which one's he in? You don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. You. This one. This one.
Hold on to that, Drew. That's worth a lot of money.
Always one step ahead. Punk is driving Drew off the deep end. CM Punk, of course, drafted to Monday Night Raw earlier tonight, as was McIntyre, who was extremely upset over the fact that Punk was picked before Drew was. And the reason McIntyre is not the world champion today is because of CM Punk.
CM Punk's brain is the size of Kansas City, and it's staying on Raw. Looks pretty jocked, doesn't he? Drew looks pissed. CM Punk looks jocked.
I love Kansas City and the people that inhabit it, so I don't want to waste your time like Drew McIntyre, so I'm going to try to do this in less time than the last time you were world champion, which means I got 5 minutes and 46 seconds. Pat, time me.
Yep, got it.
You start the clock?
This would normally be the part of the program where I ask you, do I have your attention now? But I can see clear as day, just like everybody else here. I've had your attention for quite some time. You're like an ex-girlfriend that I can't get rid of. And you say, I hurt your elbow? Good. You prayed for me to get injured. I did that to you. I thought you maybe got hurt just sitting on Twitter and tweeting because that's all you're good for. And that is why I was drafted before you. I'm not mad. I'm not out for revenge. You've given me purpose. The reason, Drew McIntyre, I was drafted before you is simple wrestling economics. It's because I am the best in the world, in this ring, on this microphone, even at commentary. Nobody can touch me, no offense, Pat and Michael.
Minute 33 in.
Losers hope things happen. Losers pray for things to happen. Winners make it happen. And when I'm cleared, when I'm 100%, I promise you, I am going to make your life a living hell.
I think Punk already is making McIntyre's life a living hell.
Did that in 2 minutes tonight. It's great to have you here, CM Punk.
McIntyre cannot get CM Punk out of his head.
Drew's dangerous. CM Punk's confident. This is wonderful. Good time. 2:37 right now. 9:40, 41.
And Punk even turned his back on McIntyre in the ultimate sign of...
Jey Uso, of all people. You watched Punk screw me at the #1 contender match and took advantage of it. You're going to reward him, putting him in King of the Ring in my spot.
It's not about Jey Uso, it's about your arm.
I don't care about my arm. I told you that. I'm going to tape it up like a real man.
Stop!
Unlike Punk and push forward.
Everybody thought you were fine until you told the world you weren't. So I have medical check on your arm and suddenly I'm the bad guy? No, your arm's not fine and you are not medically clear to compete. It's that simple.
You know what? Screw you. I'm sick of this BS going on around here.
You're welcome.
It's been a weekend.
I bet. Where's Drew? You serious? You just missed him, thank God.
Yes. All right. Can you do me a favor? You tell the truck to play my music? I got something to sing.
I think I can do that.
Is it good to be alive on a Monday night in Hartford, Connecticut, or what? My apologies for showing up a little bit late. I've had a weekend. I got locked inside headquarters in Stamford, and by the time I got out, which was just a few short hours ago, it dawned on me that we were in the XL Center. So I drove straight here to be with you beautiful maniacs. I also drove here to get into a fight with Drew McIntyre, but apparently he has left the building. So, Pat McAfee, last week, you recall, I said, just to get under Drew's skin as he sat in the cheap seats, I said, I can do my business in a shorter amount of time than he was World Heavyweight Champion, which is 5 minutes and 46 seconds, right?
Bingo. Bingo.
Not that I'm trying to make that a thing or anything, but 5 minutes, 46 seconds. Since I came to pick a fight, and since he left, this is not going to be a popular decision, but what if today we go overtime? What if I stay here long enough for Drew to come back? Because you know, he's at a red light right now. He just left. And you know he's not texting his wife. He's scrolling through Twitter. So please, get your phones out. Take your pictures. You too, Pat.
Yep, got you. I'm going to do it. Yep.
Tweet at him right now that I am live and in living color right here.
Hey.
And if he's not a coward, and I know that's a big ask, if Drew McIntyre is not a coward, he will turn around and he will come back to this building, and in this ring, on top of the ice that Gordie Howe skated on for the Hartford Whalers, he can catch the beating that he deserves.
Are you really tweeting?
Yeah, I just tweeted him right now.
service isn't as great in Hartford as you would hope for this type of situation, but
I mean what I say, ladies and gentlemen. I will hold this show hostage. So I would ask you guys what you want to talk about to kill some time, but that's somebody else's deal. So I'll ask you this. Can I tell you a story? All right. It's a little bit of a recap, if you will. Back in January, inside the Royal Rumble, Drew McIntyre DDT'd me so hard that I posted my arm to prevent the brunt of the damage going to my neck, and I tore my tricep off the bone. And I was heartbroken. You were too, thank you. I thought Drew ruined my WrestleMania dreams. But I had a good cry about it. I had a great surgery. I picked myself back up and I realized that Drew McIntyre didn't ruin anything. If anything, he postponed my WrestleMania dreams. Maybe delayed is a better word. In baseball, they call me a five-tool player. I can do everything. I can do commentary, and that's what I did at WrestleMania. Five-tool player, Drew McIntyre, just a tool.
Oh. Oh.
And we're waiting. For weeks that turn into months, I have to tune into this show that I was excited to be back on and listen to this guy run his mouth about how he prayed for me to be injured and he's proud that I'm injured. And he prayed for this. He picked a fight. He picked a very personal fight with the pettiest man on the roster. Maybe even on earth. And I said last week I was going to make his life a living hell. That's exactly what I plan on doing. But his bitching and complaining went from I injured CM Punk to CM Punk ruined my WrestleMania plans. CM Punk ruined my title aspirations. CM Punk broke my elbow. He's a hater. He hates the way I look. He hates the way I walk. He hates the way I talk. But when I tune in, all he does is talk about me. All he does is sit in the ring like me. All he does is try to speak like me. He tries to be me, and it dawned on me that Drew McIntyre, do you hate me or do you hate yourself? Ooh. Because you're a choke artist, not like how I'm a choke artist, Pat. Two very different things.
Guillotine, yeah.
Drew McIntyre prayed for this. I am the unforgiving consequences to his actions. Drew, you prayed for this, and I broke your elbow. And if you show up now, or the next time I see you, I'm gonna break your face. And then I'm gonna break your heart. And all this praying you do, I don't know if you're a God-fearing man, but the fact that you haven't showed up yet tells me that there is one thing that you fear. One name, 3 syllables, CM.
Hell yeah.
If you make me go to Glasgow, Scotland, I'm gonna be hiding in a bowl of haggis, and I'm gonna pop out, and I'm gonna break your face.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the end of the day, a man who is obsessed with CM Punk. Many would say that he is a whiner, that Drew McIntyre is bitter, that Drew McIntyre is a hypocrite.
What was that, Cole? He just called you a hypocrite. He just called you a hypocrite.
And again, Pat,
You're going to get your ass smacked.
everyone has seemed to have had it up to here with Drew McIntyre. In fact, the Pat McAfee show on ESPN, you allowed your show to be used as a platform for Drew McIntyre to come out there and spew his propaganda as of late.
Some people say all journalism is propaganda. I certainly let him get his story out, and it's a beautiful one. It's also one a little bit of pettiness, a little bit of spite, and certainly some obsession over a man that he thinks ruined his title run. Could you imagine you just got your ass beat by Drew McIntyre to start Monday Night Raw? That would have been sweet.
I mean, maybe if we're in Atlanta or Charlotte, but Punk's not going to show up in Greenville. He only makes the big towns, brothers. Now, what Punk told me when pushed, he's Satan himself. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he doesn't exist, when the greatest trick CM Punk ever pulled was looking like a drug addict without ever taking any drugs. Now, the greatest trick he ever pulled was convincing you to trust him time and time again, no matter how many times he breaks your trust. Management, CM Punk fans, you keep taking him back. It's like an abusive relationship. I don't understand it. The other thing I don't understand is you buy all the crap that he spews out his mouth every week. I don't like talking to people like they're stupid, but if you're a CM Punk fan, you're stupid. Just look at the facts. Last week he was in this ring calling me a coward, challenging me to a fight. You literally watched me leave the arena in my car. He arrived 1 second later, came to the ring and started talking his trash. It's like he's got a stooge on the inside, Adam Pearce. And the week before that, I was on the stage. He was in the skybox. I go to the skybox. He's in the ring. He's running from Drew McIntyre. Punk, eventually, I'm going to get my hands on you and I will torture you. And you'll beg me to tear your tricep. But until then, I'm not going to waste my time on a guy that might not be cleared for about 20 years. Oh. Speaking of things that'll never happen, Jey Uso lost another title match. My title match. His reward, my spot in the King of the Ring. It's complete BS. I'll deal with you later, Jey. The number one thing on my priority list is the World Heavyweight Championship and that paper champion, Damian Priest.
Count. Priest defending the world title. I don't know how Damian Priest didn't break his leg here.
Everybody's talking about his leg, but how about his head almost hitting off the side of the ring, and then Drew McIntyre would obviously take advantage.
And later on in the matchup, referee Eddie Orengo there, getting out of harm's way, but not that time. Into the barricade. Drew McIntyre hit the Claymore, and his homeland of Scotland would count to 10 here before another official would show up. And this official would only count to 2. And then he would stop, and it was revealed. It was Drew McIntyre's arch enemy, the man he's obsessed with, CM Punk. And Punk would go low and would screw Drew McIntyre out of the World Heavyweight Championship when Damian Priest hit south of heaven. Now, how did CM Punk come into possession of a referee shirt? Well, this is a WWE social media exclusive. We're going to show you the moments before CM Punk ran down to the ring. This is how Punk became an official for the night.
Jess, you got an extra shirt? Give me your shirt. Give me your shirt. Yes, give me.
Yeah.
Just give me that one. I don't care. Just give me
I
your
got
shirt.
this one. I got this one. Why do you?
Don't worry about why.
Can I have that back? That's it.
You have it back. Don't worry.
Okay. All right.
There's no way that Jessica knew he was going to do that.
Well, that man, Drew McIntyre. Is tonight the night?
Yeah, I think tonight is tonight, right?
Well, meanwhile, McIntyre breaks his silence. Wow. Live next.
Get all that. Otis said we're done. What will this man say?
Well, Clash of the Castle should be renamed Curse of the Clash for that man.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Drew McIntyre!
I guess in many ways, Drew McIntyre's obsession with CM Punk cost him a championship again. He was so upset and irate after the show this happened. First he went after referee Eddie Arango. And then he put his hands on my broadcast colleague Corey Graves as well. And then Wade Barrett finally would be the one to talk some sense into Drew and at least settle him down momentarily. We can tell you that Drew McIntyre has been fined for his actions after the show this past Saturday.
Drew was the one punished.
Yeah, he put his hands on an official and an announcer.
Yeah, I mean, with everything that happened. Can't do it.
CM Punk. CM Punk. I can't do this anymore. So screw this company. I quit.
What? I'm serious.
There's a million ways we can handle this. Do not end it like this. Listen to me.
Serious. This happened moments ago.
I can't do this anymore. So screw this company. I quit.
And then our cameras kept rolling during the commercial break.
Well, I'm serious. He's got you fooled too. I heard what you said at the press conference. You've got to get out. I'm done. I'm done. Let me talk to him.
Let's go back in the office. I understand that. Let's go back in the office and talk about it. No, nobody wants to.
I've got everybody fooled from the top to the bottom.
Come on. I just calmed down. Listen.
Last week, Drew McIntyre has arrived on the scene here tonight on Monday Night Raw. The man who
Quit last week. Did you not see what he did to CM Punk on Friday Night SmackDown?
destroyed CM Punk in Punk's hometown of Chicago.
Kind of served him right, to be honest, right? Tit for tat.
Now, last week, everybody was talking about how I quit, but they're not talking about that anymore, are they? They're talking about what happened last Friday on SmackDown, and it was so good, I want to see it again.
Now this was in CM Punk's hometown of Chicago, Illinois at the Allstate Arena. Punk had been a part of the show earlier on in the night before being assaulted by McIntyre, taken to a hospital, and we understand that he is now recuperating at home from multiple injuries caused by Drew McIntyre.
I prayed for this, and the big man made it happen. Me. Each and every one of you that have been chanting Punk's name for months now, I am done with you. When you chant his name, it's just in memory of now. You've spent months listening to me tell you what kind of person he is. You have watched what he's done to me at WrestleMania and Clash at the Castle, screwing me over in front of my family, my friends, my country. I promised my wife, my sick wife, the world title, and he prevented that, and you still chant his damn name. As far as I'm concerned, you're chanting his name, you are dead to me. So now, you all don't exist. I'm going to talk right to you, Punk, at home, because I know you're watching right now. I hope you're uncomfortable and in pain and being fed through a straw, because I did that to you. I put you there. I didn't just take your dignity, though, did I? I also took this. Now, this is worth about 50 cents. No real meaning, a fan made it for you, but I know to you, Punk, it is absolutely priceless. This bears the name of your wife and your stupid-looking dog, Larry. You wear this when you leave home so you can take them with you, so you don't feel alone. But you are alone, Punk, right now because of me, and in pain and miserable. And this is going to be a theme for you going forward, because I am going to enter the Money in the Bank ladder match. And you are going to watch alone and in pain and miserable. And I am going to win as you lay there alone and in pain and miserable because of me. I know what it feels like to be alone. I felt alone as everybody chanted your name, as the roster accepted you, as management accepted you, when I told them what kind of person you really were. But I'm not alone anymore, am I? I have your dog. I have your wife. I have your family. in my corner now, and at Money in the Bank, I am going to win that contract. I am going to cash it in that night, and you're going to watch alone and in pain and miserable while I have your family by my side and become the world heavyweight champion in spite of your arse.
Well, this McIntyre obsession with CM Punk is continuing to haunt him. And Miz, this obsession has taken over Drew McIntyre's life.
This is an unpopular opinion, I know, but Drew McIntyre has a point. He looks at himself as the hero here. I mean, think about it. Punk has cost him not one world championship, but 2 world championship opportunities in front of his family, in front of his friends.
Yeah, but Drew has really made this personal now, taking the bracelet and mentioning his wife.
You don't think Punk is going to come back with a pipe bomb?
Well,
you don't think Punk makes things personal?
We could discuss this all night long.
All night.
But we are in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, at the Scotiabank Arena, jam-packed and sold out tonight for Money in the Bank.
Only concern was every obstacle getting devoured, setting goals, never selling.
Drew McIntyre is Mr. Money in the Bank.
In here, end this match as quickly as possible.
Mr. Money in the Bank, Drew McIntyre. She's going to cash in. Only the second time in history a cash-in's become a triple threat. McIntyre runs into a clothesline.
Yeah, the pressure is rising when please come out.
What the hell? Oh my God! A CM Punk! Punk with a steel chair is destroying McIntyre. Pay the price.
That's good.
So let me get this straight. Now you want to sit on the sidelines. Come on, Mr. Center of Attention. I know you love the spotlight. Come on into the ring. Or are you afraid I'm going to kick your ass?
He's at. No. He said he's going to kick your ass.
I don't think you used the word chicken.
No. It is hard to hear in here. On it was loud.
I'm not sure everybody here in attendance remembers the last time you and I were face to face in a ring. I'm sure you do, because it was probably a tremendous thrill for you. But I warned you that time was the only time I was going to let you speak disrespectfully to me. So please, Seth, watch what you say. Me disrespect the best in the world? No, I wouldn't dare. No, Punk, I'm just out here. I'm out here because I really think you could help me understand. You know, you're talking actions have consequences. I'm trying to understand why that applies to everyone in your life except you. Because, look, I understand a lot of what happened on Saturday. Look, the official made a mistake. That happens in all sports. Drew McIntyre cashed in his Money in the Bank contract. He's got every right to do that. So I understand both of those things. What I can't understand, what I can't wrap around my head, is why you decided to do the one thing I told you not to do when you showed back up here. Why did you stick your nose in my business?
Your business?
That's right. World title is my business.
Well, let me explain it to you, since you came out here for clarity. I didn't stick my nose in your business. I was handling my business.
Oh, right, of course.
All right? This is personal with me. I would like to think that maybe being a husband and a daddy to Rue, you would understand. Yeah. Doesn't feel good, does it? And I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. There's a man running around with a bracelet with my wife and my dog's name on it, all right? Might not mean anything to you. It might be 15-cent retail. but it's the intent. And I'm going to get my pound of flesh. But, all right, I see it, and I hear the people. And look, I have no quarrel with you, all right? Me coming out is personal. I was handling my business. If I somehow screwed things up for you, if you can't be world champion or whatever your little pipe dream is, listen, yeah, pipe dream, I'm trying to apologize to you. Pay attention. All right? Legitimately.
Spit it out. I know apologizing's not your forte.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to screw anything up for you. I'm a little snowblind with rage right now. I have a singular focus. I understand you do too, and I screwed that up, and I'm sorry. But because it's you, I can't really be that sorry, can I?
Oh, jeez.
Just had to.
I thought it was real. You always have an excuse, don't you? You think
I always have an answer.
An answer, right? You always got something. I think they got a term for that. It's called gaslighting. You probably never, ever in your life sincerely apologize for anything because nothing's ever your fault, is it? You're so smart. You got it all figured out. You're sly. You're crafty. You're the king of propaganda. But man, you got to be the dumbest smart dude I've ever met in my entire life. No, you got most of it figured out except for the one thing that would actually make you the hero that you think you are. You haven't figured out that the world does not revolve around CM Punk. So look, you can be a selfish bastard anywhere else. You can burn bridges anywhere else. I'll kind of let it slide because I'm above you. And I'm not just talking about the heels. I was willing to let that selfishness slide until Saturday. Because if it wasn't for you, I would be standing here right now, world heavyweight champion. And for the time being, I'm out of cracks at that title. It's not just a pipe dream. Maybe for you, but it's not for me. For me, being world heavyweight champion is the most important thing in this business. You took that from me, so it's my turn to take from you. You want to get your pound of flesh from Drew McIntyre so badly that you don't care about collateral damage? Well, guess what? That's not going to happen on my watch. I could take a cheap shot at you right here, right now, but I know your fragile little body isn't 100%. But I promise you this, when you are cleared, you will not even be able to say the name Drew McIntyre before I snap your arm and put you back on the shelf. Actions have consequences.
Those the words that CM Punk mentioned as he started to talk here tonight on Monday Night Raw. There are consequences to your actions. And for CM Punk, he now has to watch his back on two sides. One from Drew McIntyre, the other, Seth freaking Rollins.
Drew, look, obviously I allowed you to be here tonight, but I don't want to waste your time or mine. So I'm going to cut it straight. I think we're on the verge of something special with you. I think CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre can be special. I want the match. I'm pretty sure they want the match. I know that CM Punk is at home right now like I requested, and he is doing everything he can to get medically cleared because he wants the match. The only question in my mind is simple. Drew McIntyre, how bad do you want the match?
Adam, you know I want this match more than anything in the world.
Good. Because I already said it, I think it can be special. So we need to leave the emotion behind. We need to leave the pettiness behind. We need to leave the irrational, unprofessional behavior behind. Because if you can do that, look at me when I'm talking to you. If you can do that, I'm ready to do business.
I'm ready to do business. I understand you did what you felt like you needed to do, suspending me. And last week, I had to sit in my couch and watch Punk and Seth in this ring, knowing I should have been in there. That's on me. I want this match more than anything. Punk wants this match more than anything, but it's not our opinion that matters. The only opinion that matters around here, like you said, is the WWE Universe. And let's double check. Is everybody ready for Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk at SummerSlam? They're ready, buddy. You're the one with the power. Let's make it official.
I would love nothing more, but there's one thing I need you to do for me.
Anything.
Anything. I'd like to ask Rod Zapata and Danilo Anfibio, please join me in the ring. Thank you, guys. Look, you and I both know what happened at Money in the Bank was uncalled for. They did not deserve what happened to them. So all I need you to do, look at our two referees and apologize for what you did.
Why would I apologize to them?
Listen, our referees put their bodies on the line every time they set foot in a ring. They deserve the respect. They were disrespected. I just want you to own it. I just want you to apologize to these two men for it. That's it.
Pierce, come on. At this point, you're kind of embarrassing me. I recognize you did what you had to do. Let's move forward. It's water under the bridge. Just make the match official.
I'm not being unreasonable. They got hurt. All I'm asking you to do is look them in the eye, acknowledge that they got hurt, and apologize for it. That's it. Nothing more. That's it.
No. Why would I apologize to you two after everything the referees have done to screw me around here? And you! This has happened under your watch. Everything with Punk, WrestleMania in Scotland in front of my people. After winning Money in the Bank, saying I would cash in that he screws me over. Under your watch, he's sitting cross-legged like an idiot at that table. Are you grabbing him from behind? Are you interfering in his business? Are you setting referees on him? No, that's just me. You deserve that elbow. You should be down on your hands and knees apologizing to me right now. Everybody that's been chanting Punk's name after watching what he's done to me should be in their hands and knees apologizing. Seth Rollins last week thinking he can skip the line, get his hand on Punk before me. And there's not a chance I would ever accept an apology from CM Punk. I want his head on a spike. You're going to make that happen. Everyone around here is trying to screw over Drew McIntyre. And I am sick of it. What?
If you are not going to accept and own what you did, then I will. You are still suspended.
Oh, no. Don't touch him, Drew. And here comes Seth freaking Rollins on his way to the ring. He's hurt enough. And he goes right after McIntyre. Bad blood here. Remember WrestleMania? Big kick by Seth. Seth looking for the stomp. McIntyre rolling out of harm's way. Seth Rollins fired up. McIntyre still suspended. They got to get him the hell out of the building. Well, McIntyre was embarrassed and humiliated tonight.
2 weeks from Summerslam, here we go.
Is it great to be alive on a Monday night in Green Bay, Wisconsin, or what? Green Bay. Is the Bay green? The Bay's green. My shoes are pink. And I say we stain both of them with the blood of a Scottish psychopath. Because I saw my surgeon Saturday night, and he said, I'm cleared.
Oh, yeah.
And that means we're going to fight, and I'm going to get my pound of flesh. So, Drew McIntyre, come get this beating that you deserve.
Punk ready to go.
Cleared and ready to go. That's huge news.
Punk, of course, injured at the Royal Rumble back in January by Drew McIntyre.
He's taping up. Ready to throw haymakers with Drew McIntyre. Is Drew thinking the same?
McIntyre, who has been obsessed with CM Punk since Punk arrived on the scene in WWE back in November after a decade away.
I can't tell you how long I've waited for this. All these times you've screwed me over. There's nothing in the world that's going to stop me getting in that ring and tearing you apart. Except the fact that I don't want to.
Well, I do.
And Punk's going to go after McIntyre. CM Punk going after McIntyre. Meanwhile, officials have come out.
Come on, Punk, relax. CM Punk Drew McIntyre is a lot bigger than Green Bay. That's a big money match.
This is title time.
You gotta learn to chill, control those emotions. Look at me, I'm chilled, I'm relaxed. When I'm emotional, I tend to, turn to family, and it just calms me right down.
And of course, his Punk's bracelet.
All right, that's enough.
Punk,
That is
you want me so
enough. That
bad,
is
fight
enough.
through.
That is enough. You've been back 10 minutes. You just can't help yourself, Punk. What he's not telling you. Hold on, calm down.
Come on, Punk, fight through.
What he's not telling you is there is a reason you're not fighting tonight. Drew McIntyre is officially reinstated. CM Punk is officially medically cleared. So it is official. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre at Summerslam. But listen up, Punk, listen. What he's also not telling you, I'm making it clear to everybody here tonight, if either one of you so much as lay a finger on one another, the match is off, and whoever throws the first punch is suspended indefinitely. I'm serious, because the chaos has to stop. It's either these two, it's Gunther, it's Priest. I got a problem. I got a big problem. I got a big referee problem.
What did he just say? Seth Rollins, the man who has an issue with not only McIntyre, but also with CM Punk.
Adam Pearce grinning like the butcher's dog. Shout out Gumpy. Why is he so happy?
Punk trying to figure out what's going on as well. I mean, I really don't want to speculate, Pat.
Pearce said something.
Oh, yeah, Green Bay, we had ourselves a problem, didn't we? You see, Drew hates Punk, Punk hates Drew, and you two morons, all the chaos that you've caused over the last year has scared away anybody from getting in between you. But I'm not a problem guy, Green Bay. I'm a solution guy. And I think I've got a little solution. You see, I know a guy who thrives on chaos. And I know a guy that would love nothing more than to put the two of you in your places. He is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. And at SummerSlam, he is your special guest referee. He is Seth.
What a blockbuster tonight! Punk's been cleared. The match has been made. from Saturday at Summerslam, that man who can't stand Punk or McIntyre, Seth Rollins, is going to be the referee.
But I want to see the two of you fight. Drew McIntyre wants this fight. The people of St. Paul want this fight. And if you want this fight, then I suggest you get your ass back into my ring.
Asserting his authority.
There he is, the boot-looking office boy.
Jeez.
Sure. You love the fact that you can lord over me and I have to do what you say, so enjoy it while you can.
Seth, don't listen to him. Don't worry about Punk. Just listen to me for a second. You and I, we don't always like each other, but our relationship is a professional rivalry. We just want to be the best. Sometimes I'm an arse. Sometimes you're an arse. We just want what's best for the future of WWE. That is not what's best for the future of WWE. You said it yourself. He is a cancer. Corporate man Punk and management's ear down in NXT and the kids' ear, poisoning their mind after all of our hard work, the true workhorses. He's going to screw it all up. Remember that on Saturday. That is the real enemy.
You know, Drew, you are an idiot and you said a lot of things wrong in your life. But you are right about one thing. If there is anybody that hates CM Punk as much as you, it's me.
And for good reason.
The thing you're overlooking, however, is that if there's anybody that hates you as much as CM Punk, it's also me. And so, if you two wouldn't mind shutting up for about 3 seconds, I will get to the rules and regulations for what will be a violent masterpiece at SummerSlam. There is only one rule. There is only one regulation. You two will listen to everything I have to say. I call the shots. I'm the boss. I'm the law. I count to 3 when I want to count to 3. You tap out when I say you can tap out. If there's a count out to be had, maybe there won't be any count outs. I don't know. I might count to 10. I might count to 20. I might count to 1,000,000. Disqualifications? Referee's discretion. The bottom line is, if either of you two get out of line, you got a problem with what I say or my rules or the way they call my match in my ring. I'm not some little referee that you can just push around. No, I'm a spiteful little bastard, and I will put your head in the dirt. I think you being a referee is a hat on a hat. Based on the way you dress, I'm sure you probably like something like that. I hope you referee way better than you dress. I don't believe you. You're a liar. You're going to be non-biased. You're going to call it down the middle. That's fine. If you plan on screwing me on Saturday, there's nothing I can do about that. I'll deal with you Saturday. But one thing I don't want you to do. If you hate him, you hate me. I don't want your help at all. I've never needed it. I've never wanted it, and I never want to listen to
Punk, I think you're worrying about the wrong person right here. You should be worried about the 6'5", 280-pound man you've screwed over and over again. I hate you. I can't stand you. I hate you're like some kind of Charles Manson that's poisoned everyone's mind, including these fans to chant your name at me everywhere I go. I can't go to the supermarket without hearing your stupid name shouted at me. I've spent 7 months saying everything I basically had to say. At Royal Rumble, I wanted to rough you up just a little bit, and I tore your tricep. I took you out for 7 months. I wasn't even trying then, man. You screwed me at WrestleMania out of the world title. You screwed me in front of my family in Scotland out of the world title. What do you think's gonna happen on Saturday? Right now, I'm not your enemy. This is me chill. That bell is your enemy, because when it rings, I am going to violently assault you. I hurt you already. I'm going to blacken both your eyes. I am going to break your jaw. This isn't a wrestling match. I know you say you hate him, but I know you've got compassion in your soul, because he will have to stop that match, because I won't stop until your heart does. And you want to know the best thing about it? It's in Cleveland. It's in a stadium. I'm going to get paid so much money to do something I would do for free.
For 10 years, I was absent from this company, and they chanted my name. They sing his song, they chant my name. You're the third wheel in this match at Summerslam. How's that feel, Drew? The one positive about PDS, which is Punk Derangement Syndrome, which you both clearly suffer for, is you get to be in my orbit. You get to breathe the rare air that CM Punk produces. I hope you enjoyed the last 6 months, because hurting CM Punk was the best thing to happen to your career. And the worst thing to happen to your career was hurting CM Punk. For all your accomplishments, for everything you have, for how tall you are, for how big you are, for how mean you are, you're stupid. And you continuously dumb yourself out of position. You dumbed yourself out of the world title at WrestleMania. I'm your enemy, but I'm not your worst. You are. And you're constant dumbing yourself out of position. You're going to do the same thing on Saturday, because you're stepping in the ring with the best in the world. I'm not as tall as you. I'm not as big as you. I'm probably not as fast as you, but you know what I got? I got heart. You know what I got? I got the people chanting my name. What do you got?
They cannot touch.
Take it from me, Punk. Take it from me. You have no idea what's coming for you. No idea what I'm going to do.
That is the bracelet that Drew McIntyre took from CM Punk. It has his wife's name and his dog's name on it. It means the world to Punk. And now it becomes personal, it becomes emotional, it becomes physical Saturday at SummerSlam.